So, I mean, after being out for a few weeks, it's got to feel nice to just be back out there with your teammates and playing in games again, right?
Yeah, you never want to be sitting in the stands watching the boys play. So it's great to be back out there.
What's the most difficult part about coming back? Like, what's the hardest thing to kind of get back into game speed, be it physically or mentally?
You said it perfect. I mean, game speed, getting that timing back. You're doing a lot of rehab skates and things like that, so you're physically ready, but it's mentally where you need to step up.
Does it help maybe mentally, especially over those few weeks? You mentioned it, nobody ever wants to be out. But when you looked at your team, they were winning, and you were one of many guys that were out, and they were still finding ways to win. That says something about the depth of this organization.
Yeah, it was great. We had several guys out, guys called up, and the guys were still winning and playing gritty hockey. So you love to see the guys win when you're in the lineup or out of the lineup. But me being back, I'm happy for that and excited to get things going again.
Well, you mentioned you never want to be out, so you're always looking to come back. But does the itch maybe increase when you see how well the team is playing? You just want to be a part of that?
Yeah, you want to be in a winning culture, and that's what we've established here over the past 2 seasons. So coming back to a winning team and just progress with that.
You got a chance to be back with your partner, Jeremy Davies. You guys were arguably the top D pair in the playoffs last year. What do both of you do for one another that I guess brings the best out in each other?
We have a lot of chemistry. We've played every single game together for the past season and a half. So he's a very offensive guy, and I'm more defensive, so we work well together and kind of just balancing off our strengths and weaknesses. And Coach knows all of that. And I just say we're good friends off the ice, and we trust each other, and that trust translates to on ice.
You've been in this league for a while, so I feel like I can ask you this. A team is a quarter of the way through the season. From the player's point of view, what do you see? Where do you think this team is? How good is this team compared to some of the organizations or seasons you've played here in the AHL?
We got a really good team. Very skilled, very fast team. I'm sure if you talk to Apps and the other coaching staff, like, we're not a perfect team. No one's a perfect team this time of the year. So it's just gaining those steps throughout each game and each little chunk, and then throughout the season try to dial it in and get to peak performance around playoff time.
I asked you about your partner, Jeremy Davies. Let me ask about just the D-core as a whole. Clegg, Stillman, obviously experienced D guys like that, but also Novikov, Metsa, some of the younger guys. It feels like this defense core is deep from first to top of the chart.
Yeah, probably the deepest D-core I've been on in my pro career and college career. So it's fun to be part of that group. Some guys at the start of the year had to sit out, and we're going through a little bit of rotation, and that's tough on some guys, but we've dealt with a lot of injuries, so guys have gotten that opportunity and the next man up mentality. So everyone's been doing great, and we all just mesh well.